Hello.
Hello.
I believe you should be hearing us now. So, woo!
Yeah, let us know if we're coming in loud and clear.
Yeah, I see us happening. Welcome back to the live stream. We are trying to finish Doki Doki today. Again, this is Casey's first time ever playing Doki Doki, and it is one of my favorite games. Can you tell me if you guys hear the desktop audio right now through the mic? Because I realized I didn't put headphones in, but we can if we need to. Aside from that, it is a lovely Sunday, and hopefully we get through the rest of this game. How you feeling? Feeling good?
I am just as clueless as before, which, as we learned last time, was even more, hello,
Hi.
even more clueless than I thought.
Oh,
So,
I feel like Casey has somehow heard theories about Doki Doki more than he's actually heard the actual plot of it. Um, but we're about halfway through. We are just getting to Friday, and we're about to get ready for the festival. You don't hear it? Amazing. It means we don't have to have headphones in.
yay.
Sorry, when I did this with Ash, like for GT Live a week ago or something, they could hear my game audio through the mic, and so I wasn't sure. So if that keeps happening, let me know, and we'll do headphones. But
Cookie cat.
it's a cat for your tummy. Some of them. Cookie cat. It's super duper yummy. Cookie cat. He left his family behind.
And Cookie cat also wants to know if I is boyfriend. I is BF.
Yes, this is Casey. He has been the role of BF for the last like 7 years. We did a podcast together called Talk Nerdy to Me Baby that is still up online and will hopefully be back in the next month or so.
Man.
We're working on setting up a couch over there that will be more comfortable than this setup for two people. And so he'll pop on and off. He's the bigger gamer of us, but now my goal is to no longer be bad at gaming and become good gamer so that I can usurp him as like the gamer of the two of us.
Hi, I'm Casey. I want you to play more games.
You're wearing the perfect shirt for...
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Woo, scandalous.
Ooh. So, this is my collection of shirts from old school Geek and Sundry, but whenever I hear play more games, I just hear Will Wheaton saying that to me, and me specifically. Oh, you've seen the game theory but not played it. Well, there you go. Yeah, 7 years. It's been a long time. Literally, I think we got together only a couple months before I started working at Theorist.
Yeah, it was only a couple of months.
Our first Valentine's Day was like the day before I started my current job. Well, my current employment. So, makes it very easy for me, who is bad at dates, to keep track of time.
It's true.
Like, if it wasn't, I feel like I would be in so much trouble. Yes, we're working on it. It's really just the ability to do it in a way that isn't bad.
Which is fair.
Yes. All right. So I think we're going to start getting into the actual game, and hopefully we can finish it. If you hear animals, we live in a zoo, and they have free reign today to see if that works better than keeping them out. So we're going to try. Ooh. Okay. Agent Wolford, did you like the Minecraft movie? You don't have to give me spoilers. I just want to know if you liked it. It's okay, short girl. You were here for a short time, but we appreciate you, girl.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Exactly. Okay. See, I actually really want to see it because it looks like so much fun. And legitimately, everything I know about Minecraft is lore. And so I feel like I'm going into it with the best possible, like, brain. And also, I like Jack Black. So.
I know absolutely nothing, so it'll be all new to me.
I'm surprised you haven't absorbed it over the years.
Yeah, me too, a little bit.
All right. So, we are trying to keep in touch with everyone who's looking from anywhere. I'm working to try to be able to monitor chat on both Twitch and YouTube. apologies as I just kind of figure that out. Twitch seems to be working. YouTube unclear. So we'll figure it out. Ooh, I have only ever played Minecraft once, and I feel like I'm missing the plot. And not the like plot, but like the plot of what makes it fun. So if I can get other people to play with me, I feel like I'll have a really good time in Minecraft. I think by myself in the empty world, I was not having it. So we'll see. I do have a Minecraft skin now, but apparently I have to play
You
on
do.
console. I know she's a cute little like gothy anime girl with blue highlights in her hair and a style theory clip on the back of her head, and you can get it in the stores. I, I'm not being asked to promote this. I just think she's very, very cute.
She is
And
cute.
I know, and it like literally she's wearing my favorite dress. So I love her.
Yeah, you like building things. I think you might like it if you delved into it a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I used to watch people play like the games in Minecraft, like they did like Hunger Games and whatever the one where they race to build things that was almost like Guess Who. Like I liked those, but we'll see. We'll see. There's a world of games for me to explore. I have been so limited. But today, no, don't show the empty cat bed. Arwen's somewhere else. Um, man, this camera, we're gonna figure it out. I promise you. Why?
It sure likes to wander sometimes.
It does. I think it's confused because I have the styrofoam head over there.
Oh.
And I think it kind of saw it and was like, oh, is that a person?
And
No,
we're
it's
the same color as the head.
yeah, kind of. Again, this setup is more made for one person, but we'll get there. All right, so we're going to dive in. So I'm gonna see if I can do something really quick.
Ooh.
Well, no, I just want to see if I can yes or no the transition. Done. And then if I go here, okay, I can.
All right.
I wanted to learn if I could turn the transition off during the live stream. Not that we're going to use it this time, but it makes a difference for me in the future. Hence, I want to kind of stream some stuff and maybe edit it down to better viewing on YouTube later.
And we care about future Amy here.
I care a lot about future Amy. Future Amy will also have a better background that doesn't have a calendar still set to February in the background.
Was it this February or a different February?
It was this February.
Okay.
Listen, that calendar stayed on August 2021 for like 3 years.
2 or 3 years, yeah.
All right. So, we are going to start where we left off. I will have to adjust to get my voices back. Let's add in our music.
It's true.
I know it's been a hot second, so pardon me as I get back into the performance aspect of this. You ready?
Yep.
I don't know what will happen with some of the upcoming instances, so bear with us as I figure that out. Again, I am not the tech crew of most things, but I am here and I'm learning.
Are you talking about the instances in the game?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Sus.
All right. Go die. Yay. Okay.
Here we go.
We are back, baby. Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Okay. I'm sexy. I'm cute. I'm popular to boot.
Isn't that soundbite like traveling around again right now?
It is as like a motivational thing of when you're not feeling good. But anyway, I will hopefully remember what we're doing. This time, we have coffee.
We do.
This is my mug. I use this mug all the time. I love it. The evil eye is guiding us on this day.
I have a hand.
He does. Palm reading. They came as a set. All right. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again?
Ooh.
I don't know why I lean in for her.
It's very... Yuri is... Forget our podcast. Yuri's going to have a podcast.
Yuri would have like an ASMR podcast that would be very interesting to listen to. Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Oh, Yuri has definitely played Undertale. Starting this club, now picking up piano again?
I understood that reference.
Hmm?
I beat Undertale for the first time like a year ago.
Yeah, I'm going to turn down our volume. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help us out for the festival, too. Ah! Nope. Okay. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be so great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part in the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
No,
Why is that? Why is that?
I don't know. I don't think they sound the same at all.
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
I'm probably not going to do an ASMR channel, though I did have an idea for one at one point. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that one day when I have free time. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid?
Yeah,
yes.
There's a whole game and everything about it.
Boo.
It looked like you were gonna like try to flip the desk.
You of all people? Eh? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Mon Ika. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all.
She's the tool.
Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Isn't this game English?
That's what I thought.
I thought so too. Eh?
Nani?
Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Sorry. Fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me.
Where is Sayori anyway?
What's the deal
What's the deal with Sayori?
Sayori?
Sounds like a lot. She has a lot of deals.
Yeah. Wow. Sorry, I took away clicks.
You took my spacebar power.
Sorry.
Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face.
Ah. Eh?
You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Yoshi, I hear you.
You're fine down there. You're fine, sir.
What are you doing, sir? Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh?
Ma. Yoshi, you interrupted the camera.
Is this everyone else?
Everyone else is my computer over there.
Whee!
Maybe I have to turn off AI tracking. Let's see if that works and if it will stay. Yay! Okay. Hi, Yoshi.
Is everything all right?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Their relationship, man. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? I'm so good.
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, all right. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Casey, what's up?
Oh, for anyone that didn't see the last stream, I regrettably thought it was a good idea to put my name in there, and I since
He
have
made a
changed
mistake.
Mistakes were made. Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Is that a word people use in life?
In this life?
I've never heard of someone actually using the word downcast. It's a good word.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Casey. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Do I? Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
You're just in a state, huh? No.
It's because I keep losing my spacebar powers.
I'm sorry. I'm learning. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? I'm sorry. This thing is bothering me. There we go. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Yeah, are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
I feel like it's pronounced,
Nanny?
Are you sure? Maybe she just has had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest?
Gee, I
wonder. What do you
wonder.
mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Casey.
Nanny? Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know?
Eh?
That is Amy. Hi, the Funny Reaper. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been.
You're so funny, Casey.
I'm hilarious.
Uh-huh. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much.
Anime, like, sweat drop. Oh, I meant for me.
I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? This is Yoshi. He is being a good boy. I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. It panned down to Yoshi. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica.
Yeah, wait for me. Okay, everyone!
After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Here we go. Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. My space.
No, we're gonna give you this one.
Do I do clickies now?
I'm trying to see if it's less loud.
That's fair. I try to be quiet.
I know, just keep hearing. Okay, pick who you're gonna go for. Your favorite thing, Casey? Choices.
She seems the most chill.
Am I chill? Casey.
Yeah, that's a lot. Bless. Gunk.
This is wonderful. I can feel the emotion that you poured into it. Is this the result of trying what I suggested yesterday?
Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more feeling.
Once more with feeling.
Yuri visibly swallows.
Gulp.
Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what? Oh, he bumped his head a little bit.
Oh no, Yoshi. You
all
okay,
right, buddy?
You want to get down?
You go.
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah.
Tech Ninja says, but the spacebar ASMR though.
Do you want more? If you want the spacebar back, I'll give him back the keyboard. I'm just saying, it felt like a lot. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone so motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I just shared that with you and you don't believe me?
I don't believe you.
I only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Come on, protag. Get with the program. Huh. Even your close friends? For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond.
Sorry, one hand.
Yuri? Yuri smiles sadly.
Casey, during lunchtime, I eat by myself.
Aw.
And this feels too real. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. Oh no, I am Yuri. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway.
Tech Ninja was being sarcastic, so I think it's good that we
I think
we switched to the quieter option.
I agree. Also,
Cool.
To the person asking about the next style theory, I'm not going to spoil next week for you, but I do recommend watching this week's if you haven't. I think it was really, really fun. Casey got a cameo in it. So did all of the animals. And it was worth the hypothermia, is what I'll say. I think it's a really fun one. And it can save your life.
Well, that's one way to put it anyway.
But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? I hope we get cast in the next Minecraft movie. That would be sick.
I would love that. I'm sure there's going to be another one.
Right? Listen, we are down to do anything. Yoshi.
Not you.
It's Bork. No be barking. No borking.
Wait.
You're fine. Go back into your little cave. All right. And those friends don't laugh at me.
Buddy.
Yoshi. He's wanting more treats. Ignore the barking. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. Who's making fun of your body type? Good God. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Casey. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. Oh, relatable. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, you haven't. That's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a different person. I know I'm a difficult person, Casey. I speak too slowly.
Is Yuri's last name Shatner?
It might be. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me as just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you...
To me? The camera moved again.
I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw you.
I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it.
I don't know if you can hear it, just...
The camera knows.
This is my desk. Come on, camera. Can you want to follow me back up? No. Okay.
Oh. Coffee break.
Ha!
Merp.
It did work. Ha 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 ha. I made a quick shortcut.
What'd you do?
Oh, I created a
Oh, like a
quick one.
Yeah.
I can't think of the word right now, but yeah.
Do you want to show me your poem? I said poem. I said poem. Let the record show. And the camera. I said poem.
Yeah. If you want, you can always just click where it says view one.
Boop.
Nope.
Nope.
You gotta click on the square.
Oh, the square that definitely wasn't there.
Yep. Here. I'll put
Okay.
it right there.
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks.
Oh, you heard it. I love it. Listen, we go with Foley whenever we can. Foley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Listen, Foley work, a lost art. Yeah.
My inner Lord of the Rings fan is like, did you know?
Did
To
you
make
know
the
Viggo
sounds-
Mortensen
Yeah.
broke his toe on the set of Lord of the Rings?
I was talking to a friend. Shout out to David, who's not watching. But I was
Rude,
like,
David.
the other, did you know that he didn't know about was the Sean Astin stepping on glass?
Yeah, I remember that. Hello, Bum Bum.
Hello, Bum Bum.
I love that. No, I do. Sorry. Let me get it for you.
Beach.
Oh, we go to the beach each. Let's go get away. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, blink, clink, found the Bud Light. Bad bitches like me are hard to come by.
And that's how you know she watches a lot of jet lag.
Me and Adam have so much in common.
Beach. A marvel, millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. Blech, I hated that sound for myself.
Oh, no.
One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I can feel it now. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore.
Evermore.
Quoth the Yuri.
No.
Forevermore.
What I realized out of this poem is that Yuri needs to try kinetic sand because you can build sandcastles where sand is not wet.
It's true. Also, hello from Czech.
Hi.
Clara.
I don't know what time it is there for you, but hopefully it's Doki Doki time.
Nice.
Did you not want to exit the poem?
No.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
You say that like you didn't even want to write about it.
Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So, Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request.
My right arm was getting tired.
You can pull it closer to you. It long.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm so used to having like a short one.
No,
I think it might still be better with my left hand this way, but
I mean, that's fine. It's just, it's a long cord. But,
my arm is getting tired.
well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts every once in a while.
Yeah. I think I agree. Thanks for sharing.
You're so good with words.
Ooh.
Who's next?
You know, they talked about comparing styles or whatever, so let's go with Natsuki.
What do you mean? The music is so fun. That one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
No. Gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah.
I punch you? Yep.
Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, it was more of a gah. Yeah.
The acting here.
KO.
Fatality. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Ah ha ha ha.
Ah ha ha ha.
Ah ha ha ha. It's a sunny day.
The gang's all here. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt.
That's why it's funny.
Well, maybe it was funny to her.
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
I guess that's kind of the point.
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway.
Tech Ninja said flawless victory. Flawless victory. Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. Hey, I'll be your beach.
Aw, beach.
Aw, beach. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonders over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine.
Ooh.
I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again.
Okay, so I really think Natsuki has like a crush on Yuri, but they're just
Okay, I was thinking that too.
like this is like there's a crush happening there, but it's that thing of like, is this a crush or do I just think that she's really cool? And I feel like they're fostering those feelings off onto NPC Casey or PC Casey, I guess. That's how it feels. Just, you know, as an outside observer with all this artwork, it just feels a little bit like our PC is being a stand-in, if you will, for people who don't know how to deal with your feelings yet. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write about something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn.
Well, that's... Oh, foot of a fish. Hello.
Foot of a fish.
We're doing good. We're doing some live streamings of Doki Doki. Welcome. And also hello to Orion Prime, who also popped in, and I forgot to say hello. Sorry about that. But that means we are seeing Twitch and YouTube in the same chat. Huzzah! I did it correctly. Welcome. Jeez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she's the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Do left. You feel like you're dreading to get Sayori.
A little bit. Everyone else is trying to ship my character and Sayori, and I'm just like, no.
Maybe it's you. All right. Hi, Casey. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Poof. If anyone is just watching from this stream, I decided that anytime there's a poem, I will use the word poof at any given opportunity.
It's available, so.
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'll make sure it turn it out. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great.
Great.
It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
Thank you!
Yoink.
Great job, Casey. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Oh, am I coming for myself again? That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Ew. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism.
She's like the check-in point of like, the choices you made affect this person. It's like Monica will remember that, and she will remember it for everyone else.
Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. That was not a sentence. Or by letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I like the...
I know, I keep seeing it.
That's so fun. The little dancing, like, hamster girls? I'm not sure, but Monica keeps doing it and they're very fun. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. Cool. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Twilight?
Twilight.
Is that a word? Twilight?
Yeah.
Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. Why are you... Why is
It
the
took
lady
you
pinching?
because it said I caught you between my fingers.
Oh no. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat. I don't know why that was a tongue twister. And I pick up a gust of wind. Sorry, I biffed the end a little bit there.
It's okay. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give meaning. Give life meaning.
Speaking of the meaning of life, Cookie Cat wants to know what your favorite anime is.
So, my favorite anime depends. Like I'm really the worst person to pick favorites. I have favorites for certain things. So like Sailor Moon is one of my favorites. I love Pokemon. I'm very much the old school anime person. I need to get on more recent animes. Fushigi Yugi was one of my favorites for a long time. Slayers is one of my favorites. I love like the Pokemon Digimon kind of type of thing. Yeah. What about you? Do you have a favorite? Full Metal's also really, really good.
Yeah, that one might be my favorite. I have the controversial opinion that like I prefer the original anime over Brotherhood, but that's just me, and it's also because it's what I was introduced to first.
I mean, that's how I am with also Sailor Moon. I like the old ones, even though they are extremely filler versus like Crystal. Crystal's fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like some other ones that I really like. I like One Piece.
One Piece is good.
Um,
Zora.
I have a pretty pretty basic with some things. One of them that like the anime is just so much better than the manga because you get to hear everything is the sub for One Punch Man is really good. It's just really well
You
acted.
like Death Note?
So Death Note is
Ish. You like Death Note ish.
Well, Death Note is my favorite manga.
Yes.
Because like the anime just like about 2/3 of the way through. It's not that they biffed it; they just like there was like a speed run to the end, and they just like cut out a bunch of stuff, and there wasn't a lot of the interior monologue, or at least like not nearly as much as the manga. So like I really like it. The anime is really good, but I wouldn't even go so far as to say I was disappointed in it. It's just like I'm like, but there's more in there that just like
Foot of a
there's
Fish
just more
agrees
of it.
with you.
Thank you, Foot of the Fish. Yeah, I
still have to watch One Punch Man.
I think the pacing in the original Full Metal is really good.
I agree with that.
But yeah, no, I love Death Note. But yeah, I prefer the manga to it. But not to say that the anime isn't good though.
No, yeah, for me, an anime has to say, like, I really liked the most recent one. I think I would say, like, I really liked the first season, and then the second season lost me. I liked Finding Neverland, or The Promised Neverland. I always want to call it Finding Neverland, like the movie. But Promised Neverland, I really, really liked the first season. Deadly game things that you have to figure out, I really tend to enjoy, and so that was very much that. When they expanded the world, however, it got a little lost in the sauce. So I'm gonna see if I still want to continue. We're trying Spy X Family. I really love Yor, and like I love Anya. The guy's fine. I just like I haven't gotten like my teeth fully in there yet, but I love Yor.
Yeah, that could be maybe something we play. I'm still curious about the game.
Where you get to be Anya filling the scrapbook? Oh, yes, I could play that. I would be down for that. But otherwise, like I also really like DBZ was very, very formative for me.
I just found DBZ like way too late, and I just got my experience with it is so scattered because like I had friends like on the playground that would constantly talk about it, but I didn't really watch it, and so everything was so fragmented until I played the Kakarot game and got like a full streamlined version of it.
No, yeah, and I know we'll get back to the game. I feel like we're getting sidetracked. We can have a whole thing talking about anime. We'll do that for one of the podcast episodes when we get back to that. But I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, DBZ, very formative for me. Cell Saga was like peak of my like come home from school watch Toonami thing. I had all of those. I had that entire saga on VHS in a VHS box set that lived on my shelves for way too long past VHS what being a thing. But okay, we're gonna we have to try to get as far as we can in this.
Yes. Although Naruto tuning exam is peak. That's like one of my favorite arcs. Anyway,
I watched some of Naruto.
the rest it went downhill.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of downhill, this is gonna go into like some kind of something. I read
that.
Did?
Yes.
No. Well.
Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put too much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything's okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures.
You're 2D.
Rude. I think you know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that.
Ouch.
Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thanks for listening.
Who should I show my poem to next?
Gee, I wonder who.
How about this desk over here? Okay.
You have so much dread going to Sayori.
It's just...
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri.
Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. I just like poof, okay?
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good! That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Casey.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
All right. Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
Okay, I'm gonna go play. If you insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori.
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself.
Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second.
Yeah, hold on. There's a cat. Cat has entered the chat.
Oh, hi, Arwen. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe.
Rude.
Look, dang, alright. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Fair. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's doing all right. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Who?
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people?
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival's preparations. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
Need a mouse?
Yes, please. I was looking for a mouse and that did not come to me. Try going on. Okay, or try this. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Chat, can you say Yuri?
Very good.
Very good. I'm useless.
A clue.
Yay! Oh, thank you. Raw Material Andy. Thank you. I like that. That's a fun username. Yeah. I am Amory by the Sea everywhere on the internet, and you will be seeing a lot more in the next, future days. Days of future past.
Days of future Amy.
No.
Oh. I was like, no? Nani?
That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, Now Natsuki's pouting too? Hi, Yoshi. Do you want to come sit?
Yeah. Mr. Waggy Tail. Jeez, even I can tell now.
You gonna pick him up?
I was letting it finish stretching.
No.
You're back.
You can say that.
I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case.
He's a very wheezy boy if it picks up.
Yeah, Yoshi's a wheezy guy. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. Bye again.
Trying to see if he wants to sit. Do you want to sit?
Do you want to come here?
Whee!
You have beautiful handwriting, you know? Beautiful gowns. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. I can talk. But anyway, that just leaves you, Casey.
Oh no. The one who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, do you want to lay down? Yes, there you go.
Ah, there we go.
This is what
He's
he
just
does
getting
during the day.
comfortable.
Yes. Both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that.
That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Do you need some water, Yuri? Are you thirsty?
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
Where are you going, sir? If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own.
There we go. Did we find it? I think we found it. I think
Maybe.
we found the sweet spot.
Maybe. We'll see. Casey may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore...
Wait, question. Does
Yes.
that mean that the PC is always male?
Usually.
Okay. That's just the first time that I've heard anyone use pronouns for the
Yes.
PC character.
So, yes.
Okay.
So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Casey too. What are you trying to say? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment.
Loud cat sound.
Yeah. In the end, I think it's up to Casey to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know?
Blink, blink.
So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we settle this already? Yeah. Casey, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Great. More choices. Of course.
Humph. Very well. In that case,
Everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with. Why don't you come in?
the door's not closed, right?
No?
You want to double check?
Yeah, 1 sec. Yeah, it's open.
Okay, she's just being weird.
I don't know.
Okay, who you gonna pick? Baby.
I don't like this part. I
Too
don't
bad
like
you gotta
choosing.
pick something.
Okay.
Who you gonna go with? Ooh, you have a type.
I'm not. She's just.
Well, oh, nope, that's you.
Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. So, you'll be helping Yuri then, Casey?
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance would be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay.
Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour.
Dang, you hurt some feelings.
The hardest part of this game. So, is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Casey?
Me?
Mm.
I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Casey picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They really go well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kinda surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, well, I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No. I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of that whole event. Oh. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. All right, let's get out of here then.
All right, I'm gonna head out. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around.
Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Smooth. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
All right, then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Ooh. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
Eh? My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer to go to your house.
All right. Okay. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Casey. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But...
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows.
Making my way.
I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof.
Which one is your house?
Do I choose?
No, I'm just asking which one is your house. They can't.
That one looks nice. Probably that one. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school.
Steffi!
Steffi! Hello!
Hi, Steffi! Aw, thank you for coming and saying hi. I'm glad Tom had a good time with his, was it, I saw you were doing like an iceberg, which is very, very fun. I hope that was good. I think that's a little bit of a different tonal shift than going to here, but, you know, no spoilers.
What is that?
His chat made him like an iceberg of his lore, I'm assuming.
Oh.
That was like playable. I saw the thumbnail and I looked at it for a second. Apologies, I was setting up for this. Oh, hi! Hello, Mad Maximus.
Hello.
Very nice to see you. Tom and Steffi are amazing people. My favorite Brits that I've met.
Also, that just reminds me of the game I ran. The Mad Maximus.
Oh, yeah!
I ran a D&D game that was like a mix of...
Thank you, Steffi.
I ran a D&D game that was a mix of Mad Max and like ancient Greece, and I called it Mad Maximus. So yeah, there you go.
I played a giant lion man because I wanted to be Leomon.
Respectful.
Yay! Well, then we'll try to give them something to watch. We're getting to some fun stuff. We're at the weekend of this game.
We are spending Sunday with Yuri.
Casey is in control of those choices, and he picked Yuri. We're going to go hang out with our emo girlfriend.
Would you like to tell me about when she was a young girl?
When she was a young girl, her mother took her into the city to go to a library.
All right.
Will do. All right.
Here we go. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday.
Wow!
It really
is.
I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us.
Casey has a type.
She was nice to me in my writing when I choose poof. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. Listen, okay, let me address the Sayori that's not in the room. I do feel bad, but I'm also just like, no, I don't want it.
It's not your trope of choice.
No, like, just...
Listen, all's fair in love and literature.
I just... Like, I'm okay with, like, the... You know, best friend, always been around there trope. I'm sure you know, like, the technical name for it.
Friends to lovers.
Yeah.
That's basically the trope.
I didn't know if there was, like, a subsection of that for specifically, like, childhood friends. Would it just be childhood friends to lovers? Or...
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Like, I like that idea. I like that trope. I just, with this one, just, no thanks.
And thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you enjoyed the style theory. It was a fun one. I also highly recommend watching next week since we might be doing a giveaway.
Ooh.
I asked for the okay, so we'll see.
Nice.
That's the only hint you're getting.
It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Okay. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor. Oh no, is she dead?
Hi everyone! This is a great time for you to join in. Warning that this game deals with very sensitive topics.
Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Oh boy. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, Casey.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? At first I thought the little bird on the window was Chica. Anyway.
No FNAF on the live stream.
Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
Is Steffi familiar with Doki Doki?
Steffi knows things. Casey doesn't. So.
Fair.
Focus.
I'm just checking with people. That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly want to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Casey. Also,
Eh?
let me know if you like streaming on both platforms. We're just trying to see where people like to hang out. So, why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Casey. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Casey? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm so late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori?
Eh?
Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Okay,
Oh.
it's not about you, dude. Anyway, sorry. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. And a red flag. All you had to do was tell me.
Let
Oh.
me fix.
Even the camera is noping.
The camera's just like, I can't. Yep. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a big bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Casey. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streak down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Casey.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Casey.
Sayori isn't hugging me back.
Ooh.
Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Casey,
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
Dude. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Casey. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes.
Me too.
If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans.
Yeah.
Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand.
Yeah.
But I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Ah, thank goodness.
You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when no one answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I'd known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. God.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it.
This dude.
Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much.
We missed a shopping montage?
At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it will be fine.
Also, I'm glad you were able to get help, Cookie Cat.
Me too. That's really, really good to hear.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
Your room is hella boring, dude. It's so clean.
You're boring. I cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatch Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of
Ooh,
mine.
invasive. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them.
I can't do that. There's a dog.
So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements.
No, I'm just poking the bear because I decorate everything and it's my favorite thing to do. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes
Nani?
me feel relieved and kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
Ugh. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, we did the same thing. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom.
Yeah.
In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, it smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything.
You really are, Casey.
Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon.
Me, when I show Casey tarot cards.
What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract someone to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Ooh.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Ooh. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us?
I think it's the sweater. The sweater feels comfy.
Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Casey. You can write any of the characters you want.
Oh, so super quick side thing. Apparently the first day in like my voice and speech class in college, my teacher was like, "Is this a pen or is this a pen?" And I asked someone, because someone told me about the story later, like a couple months afterwards, and apparently I was the one who said it, because I was like, "Who said that?" And she was like, "You said that." But she was like, "Is this a pen or a pen?" And I said, "That's a marker." so it just made me think of that. But apparently I had forgotten that I said that. I'm like, nice.
I'll help you once you finish cutting the ribbons.
Oh no, you're gone.
What? Oh no, I'm
Do
gone.
I need to click the...
Yep. The square.
That one?
Yep.
Whoa!
Hey!
So dramatique.
Me.
Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife.
A pocket knife. I always have a prop.
Eh?
This is what I use to open boxes and stuff down here. It's pretty. It's very apropos of this game.
For a second, I was wondering if it was an actual, like, Doki Doki knife.
Oh, no, it's not. It's just, this is from a makeup brand called Glam and Goth. I just thought it was fun. Yes, the camera I'm figuring it out. It has a problem with two people. It's made to kind of understand one person. So sometimes it just goes weep. We're working on it.
The knife is strangely beautiful.
It is.
The silver handle
Well,
has
it's
an
not silver.
intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue.
That's actually really cool.
That's no ordinary pocket knife. Looks really fancy.
Well,
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
you're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
All right. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty.
What do you think, person who wants a sword collection?
Listen, one of my goals is to have a collection of weapons from different movies and books and things like that to hang on a wall for a weapons wall. You know, Amy's armory, if you will. And I will have that one day when we have a more permanent place to live and I can hang everything on the wall forever.
Without getting like too deep into it, what are some of your favorites? Because I also would like that. Because I remember being on vacation when I was like 8 or so, and we went to a store that had like actual replicas of. I saw one for Sting and Anduril.
Yeah, Anduriel. I want that. I want all of the ones from Lord of the Rings, and I really want Legolas's double swords.
I think there was a Glamdring as well. Anyway, sorry.
No, I want Legolas's double swords, but then I also want the actual replicas of Zoro's three blades.
So.
Zoro. Because I have one of the cosplay blades, but I really want those. I really want to make a couple specific blades, and I think even like Cloud Sword, I think would be really, really cool to have on the wall. And some of the more intricate keyblades, I also think would be really,
I was gonna say
cool.
I want some keyblades.
Yeah, I just really like pointy things.
I also have a Kingdom Key cosplay keyblade.
Yes, you do.
Anyway,
but just like some of those, and then there's a couple from some other like book series that I like that I think would be really fun to have. And then I really want to learn how to better make some cosplay weapons because I want to do some themed daggers and some themed swords just because that's the kind of person that I am. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping to do some crafting streams once I can have this set up in the right position when it comes to like streaming. If you watched the Crocs episode, that the way that the camera was set up there when there's a couple clips of me like making the Crocs, that's kind of the setup I'm going for. Right? Listen,
yeah.
I don't think Steffi's still in the chat anymore because it's a different time zone over there. But Tom got to get a hidden blade for the Assassin's Creed thing, and I am so jealous.
It's super cool. I almost got one of those a couple times.
I want it.
I have a little like plastic thing of the spear of Leonidas from Odyssey.
Nice.
But yeah, I have a dagger request for your crafting thing.
What?
Jokers from Persona 5.
Ooh, that's fun. I mean, I'm sure we could actually find ones modeled after Joker.
Yeah.
Well, like I wanted the dagger to drop the dagger and laugh at the blood on your hands, Romeo daggers for My Chemical Romance. I really want to make to go with my shirt that's here today. I only go hard for some things, but a series of My Chemical Romance daggers is just something I want to do. So we'll see. I'm thinking they could like be attached. And anyway, they're just so pretty.
Agreed, Yuri. If that tangent showed anything, we agree.
I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger and maybe... Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Please don't think I'm weird for this.
If PC says anything other than dope, I will be upset.
You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me.
All right, sir.
I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow!
Casey, why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault.
No, it's not.
I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
Oh. Please forgive me.
Where's Astarion when you... Oh, it's just a little drop of blood, darling.
I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri,
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? Those were like... Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return.
Casey! Did you really just do that?
Regret even more than ever to self-insert my name in here? Yes.
Yeah, warnings that this game does indeed go places that can be sensitive content for some.
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You trying to give him a pillow?
Yes, he uses this pillow sometimes. Okay. You're so weird, Casey.
I agree, Tech Ninja. Bruh. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving. I like her red eyeliner.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. You came out of your closet.
Nani?
Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Tablets? Paint tablets.
Paint tablets. What are marijuana tablets? That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets.
Oh, the dried ones. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill up the cups too much, it will be too diluted.
Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri?
Yes.
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it up upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups.
So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, and then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, we'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Neat. What are you going to write?
Well, it will be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me.
Hmm.
If you say so.
And I do.
After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
I have to say, art class was always stressful for me in elementary school.
I loved it.
I am so not an artist.
I loved it.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. I like games. I like anime. I like watching movies. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you would understand.
Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Donk.
Bye, Foot of a Fish. It was really nice for you to hang out.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her.
Ah!
Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong?
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Just like that.
Wait.
Eh?
You disturbed the boy. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips.
Huh? It's just the cat. Huh?
What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago.
Uh,
Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars.
Yay, good job.
Thanks. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in the morning. Oop.
Oops.
Sorry, we might be getting too quiet and too far away. We're relaxing too much. Can you hear me now?
I thought it was in the same spot.
No, we just started drifting. Weep, speaking of drifting. Weep. Let me turn us up. Let's see. Can we do it?
Is this better?
Maybe.
Merp.
It tells me that we're still there. Meow. Switch over to here. I think that we're better. We'll just be a little bit louder. Apologies. We both sunk into our this is cozy moment. Perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew.
Thank you. I'm sorry. We got too zenned out with the low voice.
It must have been the aromatherapy.
I know, the aromatherapy worked really well.
Those jasmine essential oils got us.
You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about the time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Ah. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Dang. Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsible of me. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
It's not your fault at all. And the more important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend with friends in a relaxed environment. Spend time. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well then,
Yuri fidgets.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Casey.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Dramatic zoom!
I kind of like that about you. So close. Very pixel.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back.
Oh! Sayori?
Eh?
Hi, Casey.
Sayori. Just now we weren't...
It's okay, Casey. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course.
Sayori beams.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. Very close.
Oh, pixelated close, one might say.
It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
Happy, that's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Casey? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much.
Is it like this, like, just with no matter which choice, there's always, like, a bad consequence for it?
I don't know what you mean.
I'm just talking about this, not any, like, other stuff.
Ish.
Okay.
This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Casey. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Casey. I'm really scared.
We got raid?
Oh, hello! Hello! Hi, new people! It's going great. We're about to get real sad. It's a great time. All right.
What are you scared of?
Trigger warnings to this game. If you are not familiar with Doki Doki Literature Club, we are at a precipice of the festival where stuff about to go down.
Where are we, like, with game-wise?
2/3.
Oh, okay.
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
The true horror section of this game.
Dating.
Sayori.
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and I started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Casey, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you?
And to your answer, Mad Maximus, voiceover, whenever anyone wants to cast me in something, I will happily do voiceover for that.
Hire her.
Hire me.
Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you.
Oh,
no! This is a horror game!
Don't...
I'm sorry, Yoshi. Yoshi's in Amy's lap and woke him up.
Here, I'm going to adjust the camera for 1 sec. There's a little boy hanging out there. Ah! And then I will reset us. But this is Yoshi. He's hanging out just to, comfort himself. Whoops. There we go.
Okay.
You. All right, so I love you, or we're such good friends. Which do you feel in your heart, Casey?
I feel so much regret in my soul for naming myself that. Oh.
It's not my choice.
Is that?
Casey, do you love me? Or am I your friend?
I'm going to pivot and ask because on the other screen, is it okay on the YouTube?
Yeah.
Or is it? It just looked like it was.
It's paused.
Okay.
It's paused so I don't use all the bandwidth.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You'll always be my dearest friend. Oh, what you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Oh, Monica told me the truth. Hi, sir. Yes, comfort me.
Comfort me with Yoshi's.
In this time of need. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. This game is a trap. I was expecting like monsters or demons or like, something like evil. I'm sure it's probably still gonna happen, but I just...
I see.
I'm going to melt into nothing now. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this.
Sayori, I'm stuck down here because now Yoshi is leaning on my arm.
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings ever again. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Casey. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So...
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees.
Ah!
Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can.
We're not gonna break the mic.
No, I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off.
Oof.
Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will, continue something.
To plague me.
I accidentally right-clicked, and so it just went away.
Hmm.
Continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Gonna give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend.
Oh, another
Another
raid.
raid!
Hi. Hello. Welcome.
Whew.
The raid of Ducky Plays. And then we also had the raid from Shamel Layton. I'm sorry if I said that all wrong. Hello everyone. Welcome to where it's really cute and really sad. Casey just friend zoned Sayori. So, people are having a great day.
I will...
Whoa, raid.
And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Thank you, Yoshi.
Yeah, I don't know if you're getting the little bit of Yoshi ASMR through this. He's a very noisy guy.
It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much.
Oh, yep, Chameleon. That makes sense. I'm sorry. I tried to separate it into the different names I saw. So, thank you, Chameleon. Oh, I get it. Sorry. It takes me a second. Anyway, sadness.
Meanwhile, dang it, I did it again. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Oh. Can barely hear Yoshi. I thought it was me for a second. I'm like, I'm trying to be loud.
It's okay.
Is there always a love triangle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It doesn't matter what you do.
Okay.
The thing with Sayori would happen no matter what.
That doesn't make me feel better.
Okay.
But...
Casey! You're the first one here!
Right.
Thanks for being so early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing.
Bye, and
Bye,
thank
Blackhawk
you.
Bricks. Thanks for watching. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it.
Ooh, plagiarism.
So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder.
Oof. After all of that, dude.
I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. No, it is not. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. Not better. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Casey. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? You're shaking your head no, because she's like the watcher or something, isn't she?
I didn't
She's
do it.
some kind of...
Just read.
I'm just saying. About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right?
Giant red flag.
Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Nanny? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Man, I miss the days when it was just poof.
Mhm.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Percent. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Do you want me to keep...
Just get to the
Get
end.
out of my get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Ah. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Casey, what's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so...
Well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Whoops! I'm so sorry I hit the mic! What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more something like something a boyfriend would do? In any case,
No, you said we're just friends.
It just feels right. Oops, I did it again. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori... yeah.
You left her hanging, buddy.
Why you gotta say it like that?
That's what Monica said.
Oh, shit.
Trigger warnings! Trigger warnings! Trigger warnings!
What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. Oh, Mad Maximus is out.
It's okay.
Thanks. Thanks for stopping by. It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession, that has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault.
It's all about you.
My swarming thoughts to keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 End.
Ooh.
I click on that.
I don't know. It looks like a glitch to me.
I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Surshika Kaku, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Shurikaku catch up to me.
Oh, the music too. Oh. It's an ordinary day.
Like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Me too, cool geek person.
I love my favorite shower.
There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. You don't know that. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Casey!
Monica?
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What'd you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Evie.
You want to come up?
I don't know if she does.
I don't know if she does either.
She doesn't like sitting. I just had to move my legs. I'm sorry, my legs were dead. It's actually cool with the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events.
Sorry, I just looked over and there's a mannequin with a jacket on it, and it just startled me. So, the game is working!
The mannequin's what scared you?
I just was like, ah!
You okay, Evie?
You okay?
You okay? Getting a little restless? I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. The YouTube stream went down? Let me double check.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, someone came from YouTube. Yeah,
sorry about that.
We had some trouble with YouTube last time.
What?
Whoa.
Hang on. Beep.
Bye, Evie.
Bye, Evie. It does look like YouTube crashed. Apologies for that. I've been having a lot of trouble with getting YouTube to actually do anything. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube.
Community guidelines?
It might be.
We told them.
No, it
Oh.
YouTube. It's because it's Doki Doki. So
Yeah, I'm like, we told them what game we were playing.
it's okay. We'll keep doing it on Twitch. Unfortunately, let's see.
Oh, whoops.
Let's see.
Do you see it up there?
I know I do.
Yeah.
We'll try.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry about that, YouTube.
Well,
No, it is something that happens with this game. So Twitch seems fine with it.
at least like it wasn't a technical thing like it was last time.
No, it's just the YouTube doing that, which is going to be interesting for the VOD of this. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway,
Well, I can see that.
but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can mean anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Casey.
I'm gonna scoot a little closer to the mic.
By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but
In that case, is there any chance you would do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome! You really are sweet, Casey. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile.
Uh-huh.
I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Here, I can move this way.
Yes.
Yeah. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Casey.
All words escape me in this situation.
No words, only meep.
Only meep. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki?
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into into Casey in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I like didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget about that. I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Casey?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure to make you feel right at home. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we'll all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's trying to impress you. That's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Casey, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
We did this last time. I mean, what? No, this is brand new. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading.
My books.
This little dude's full weight is on my arm.
You're welcome.
She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
A loop, you say?
A loop? A loop?
To shreds, you say?
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Same girl.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I expect that from you, Yuri.
The true essence of this game, Rock Simulator.
It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, I just.
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
Somebody's snoring.
Yeah.
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet?
I understand. Nope. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Bye, Chameleon.
Hi, thanks for hopping on. Well, oh, don't swivel too much.
Sorry.
He is.
Ow.
Rest, yeah.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Oh, really? Give me 1 sec. Let me click over to YouTube. Whoa. Let's go to videos. Live. Alright, we're going to go in here. Ah, I see. So they did it, but with that. That's fine. We're gonna do. Alright, we'll upload the full VOD once we're done streaming here. So that one's gonna go away for a little bit, but we'll come back to this. Apologies that you get to see this in the VOD. Look, live! Isn't it wonderful?
We'll do it live.
Your turn. Wrong side. You keep clicking the right one.
No, it was already there. It was already like that. I was undoing it.
Me. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Sorry, can I have you click for a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. I was just leaning over and it was hurting my back.
It's okay. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Casey?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm so sorry, I thought.
Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Casey.
Please do.
The thing is, we don't have enough members to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls...
Beautiful girls.
Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club.
Yay!
One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Casey?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left us after all of this, I would be super pissed. Casey, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Casey, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the clubroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes.
Ooh.
It's a sliding puzzle.
Maybe?
Is it?
Nope.
Okay.
It's just the glitchy photo. What are you gonna pick?
Vitality. Poof. Some things never change.
Casey and his poof.
Alone. Wrath. Mouse.
Mouse.
Tenacious. Vibrant. Vanilla. Special.
A visual poem.
Music.
I do remember some clubs having like things you do outside of clubs, though they weren't necessarily like mandatory.
Well, if it was honor society, it was just bring in money or bring in stuff.
Well, I did debate club for a while. Well, not debate club. I did mock trial club. And so with that, like you had to put together your presentations. So because you went and you did mock trial with other kids. So like technically it depends on the club.
Treasure.
Treasure.
Disarray.
Disarray.
Headphones.
Headphones.
Imagination. You're okay,
You're okay,
Evie.
Evie.
After image. Uh, essence.
Essence.
Marshmallow.
Mushmallow.
Heaven sent.
Hmm?
Feather.
Feather.
Boop.
Boop. I thought that was you for a second, and I didn't realize that was a word on the screen. Hi again, Casey. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Everyone else being the two other people. Ooh.
Whoop.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Casey. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you had a plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
That's certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club. I get to this. Sorry. I have. If there's like changes in the music and stuff, I haven't really been able to hear that.
There hasn't been a ton. The only real big audio cue was when you went to go find Sayori, the music left. That's been really the only big thing. It's a glitch behind her.
Yeah.
So it would be something like, Natsuki? What? What is this voice?
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga. Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm so sorry, Casey. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
Book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is...
A book club.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book.
Sorry, the thing is...
Whenever he breathes, there's like a weird, it's a weird feeling. Anyway, I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Ooh.
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
It's not that weird to have multiple copies of a book that you like. I mean, Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's the story about, anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off limbs and affixing them to... that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
I'm sure the emotions are great. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Casey?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Sorry, what kind of voice for that text?
But because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Something like that?
Perfect.
Okay. Then suddenly...
I'm rambling, aren't I?
Did it go away, or did you click it, or
No,
did it do
it just
that?
went away.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Aye! Yes, it's been a while since I've done anything, so we're back for it, baby. It's gonna be a fun time. Not again. I'm so sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well,
Smooth.
I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fuel my thoughts...
My whole body gets incredible.
You gotta be faster than that, dude. I kind
That's
of
not my
forget to
fault.
pay attention to other people. Sorry, there was a frog in my throat. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. They like your voice. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's... Okay, I'm trying to like be ready for it when it pops up. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
Uh, that's. Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
I mean, you don't have to, but.
What are you saying?
Uh,
Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
That's. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri Reed means about reading in company. I'm just it's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read.
Do you like it?
Is the Yuri in the room with us now? It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I was seeing if she was in the corner of the screen. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
I was just bathing in the feeling of your butt. You really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
You're funny, cool geek person.
It's still your line. Oh, sorry, he just got to make out.
Hold for makeout session. Thank you.
This happens a lot.
He'll
Okay.
just keep going and going.
Yeah.
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy.
Sorry.
He's really into it. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here. Ooh,
Yuri-
splash screen.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Yes, can I help you,
Do you want to get down? Do you want to come over here? What's going on, sir?
Well, one thing for sure is he is farting up a storm. Ah.
All right. Come here, sir.
He's forcing us to be shoulder to shoulder.
It's all right. We're going to go for another 15 and then probably call it because the mister is going to need to go. But, okay.
Oh, we still have that much more to go?
We have enough.
Okay.
Like, it will be a shorter stream next time, but we'll get there.
Okay. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book.
Is this technically the only time we really see the protagonist?
I was gonna ask. I'm
'Cause,
like,
like,
that's their
That's
hand.
our hand. That's our hand. Casey, that's your hand.
Quick, right click on purpose this time.
Yeah.
There's a hand.
That has to be your hand.
That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. I'm trying. But in holding it like this, we're huddled together, even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready
Eh?
to turn the page?
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
I can tell. The distraction in question.
I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
I mean, Yuri and Yoshi, it's interchangeable. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
I love her face. Uh-huh. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Oh. I've said that before. What on earth was that about?
Casey? Did something happen just now?
Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd just get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort.
Hi, Casey. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
That was weird. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Casey. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Casey. I was going, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
Cue the not sure if gif. Just like, I see you saying the exact same thing again.
Hmm?
And myself, I guess. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. It does. Just over in this little corner over here is just Natsuki just sitting there going like, these two and their conversations. Guess no one wants to read my poem. I'll just sit here with my cupcakes that everyone eats, but no one will talk to me. Anyway, I don't mean like that's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. Oh, nice. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly.
Do you want me to take the mouse?
Ow.
Yoshi has switched who he's like putting his full body weight on.
Like
and
earlier.
sleeping.
I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Same.
Suddenly, the door opens.
Yuri!
People are really liking your Natsuki voice.
Oh, thanks. I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Did she poop?
I don't know. Dude,
She go to the
get your
bathroom.
mind out of the bathroom. Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm so sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. Oh, all right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper, the sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
You have to click outside the poem. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Yeah, that's kind of the style that's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the page and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. 2 poems and then we'll wrap.
Okay. Huh?
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes?
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
It's the same.
I was just trying to check if there was like an anagram with the first letters or anything. Like my best friend. Birds are like a cockle.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people can't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves?
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. Sorry. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Eh? What was that?
Eh? Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both styles and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Um, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts on the process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Who knows? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad that you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Don't read the comments.
But they're there.
Don't read the comments.
Okay.
Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Casey.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too.
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Casey.
Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs.
I will tell you. Yoshi sounds like a rubber ducky.
He is a rubber
He
ducky.
does. He's a little wheezy boy. his favorite band is Weezer.
His favorite Toy Story character is Wheezy. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Moniko's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. It just meant that the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Casey did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Ugh. And Casey liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Casey appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do cutesy. Ugh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Casey started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that, you really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking. You want to be edgy bitch. Yeah. Edgy? Sorry about that. My lifestyle's a little too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate from middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything else, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Casey hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Uh,
Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she just noticed I was standing here.
Casey, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it.
How did I get dragged into this place? It's not like everything but whomever sort of...
You gotta pick one. Yep. Oh. Ooh.
I choose Monica. That's what I meant.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Casey. Why don't we step outside for a little bit?
She's gonna beat me up.
Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand that, right? Anyway, if this makes you feel like you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
Oh, dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did.
Casey, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over and you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me to be around for something, Yuri. It's not that.
My brain's like, is this severance?
It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Casey. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Ugh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm so sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate...
Poem time!
We're gonna save.
Okay.
Flip, save. Ooh,
That one's got a little bar.
No,
or it's all,
no,
they're all
no.
separated.
Our save is gone.
Oh, I thought it was like a little, like the little space between the bar was deliberate.
Nope. We just don't have our save game anymore.
Well, I guess we gotta make a new one.
I guess we do. And that is going to be where we are going to call it for today. So we will have one more stream of this for whatever is in store for Casey, both the character and the guy. We'll do that probably the end of this week or next weekend. We might see a couple streams in between. I'm doing my best to get a couple more on the books. I know. Next time will be probably Saturday or Sunday of next week, around the same time. We are probably going to have other streams in the meantime, but because this one goes so long, we're going to have that time then.
I should not have given it my name.
I'm sorry.
It's so weird.
It's not my fault that you do this. I am really excited to see what Casey gets from the rest of the game, but I want to make sure you guys get the best version of that, and the animals are getting a little restless, so we will have to continue this next time. So, if you want to know when that stream is happening, you can follow me on Instagram at amarie_by_the_sea, where I will announce on the story when we're going to be going live. You can follow or subscribe on Twitch, which will be where the main streaming happens, or YouTube is also a place where we are trying to co-stream. It is amarie_by_the_sea, pretty much everywhere. If you search for that, I will come up, and we will see you then next time. Casey has never played it, and I'm extremely excited. All right. Bye.
Bye.